moving on to the secret behind this Army TikToker.
You want me to take this one?
Yeah.
I thought you might have some insight.
I do once we talk about it.
All right.
Once you tee it up.
The secret behind this soldier's hilarious Instagram reels and TikToks. You might recognize the friendly mustachioed face of Army National Guard Sergeant First Class Tyler Butterworth from his Instagram reels that mimic supermodels doing ASMR on luxury vehicles. As funny as his videos are, they actually aren't just for laughs. He's been using them as a recruiting tool, like a true shammer. Do you want to watch one?
No. People can go watch it on the same. Yeah.
And he
cancer. Go on.
Reports. Well, they addressed that in the article. My inspiration was to do less work, he told Military Times.
Perfect.
Work smarter and work less. I very quickly realized that most kids we're looking to recruit don't even know their own phone number or have an email address. I figured the way to communicate with them best is the way they do with each other, and that's through social media. Let's see.
Yeah. Do you have the quote?
Go ahead.
Where he talked to the Army Chief of Staff. You have that quote?
Okay. Really? I didn't see
right down here. At the highest level, the Army supports this. He said, I actually just briefed the Secretary of the Army, the Sergeant Major of the Army, and the Chiefs of Staff of the Army this past week on an innovative idea on how we can better target people to enlist and spread information to soldiers currently in the Army. As for the videos, he's using them for recruiting purposes. They allow him the opportunity
That's not a good sign.
Goofy, be himself, and learn new things. I like being funny, so I'm just going to be myself. I truly enjoy making videos and being funny. The more people I can involve in it, the better it shows our diversity and who we are as soldiers.
T-Bear Biden has just wandered off the stage. Somebody go get him.
Dude, my battery's dying. Yellow light. My battery's dying. All right.
Oh, jeez, dude.
Physical, mental, or some other battery that we're not aware of. Thank you, Douglas. That's good.
It's the computer battery this time.
This probably is the last one.
I just see. Yeah, we're canceled. It's not because of anything else. It's just because we're canceled. But back on track. Sorry, I just see T-Bear wandering off.
Yeah. Couldn't do
it. Where's your handler at?
Yeah. The stage has two entrances. You picked neither of them. So anyway, I wanted to talk about this article because of what he said about recruiting. Because we talked about this last week about you have to message for the current generation and for the current people, whether you like it or not, whether you say, well, you know, the kids these days are weak or soft or whatever. That's it. That's what you have. Unless you go recall all the 40 somethings and the 50 somethings and the 60 somethings, you have this group and you have to be able to connect with them. Even though TikTok is cancer, you have to be able to connect and reach them and make it entertaining and make it interesting. And what I do like is the fact that unlike some other services that I may or may not have known, they held a meeting with him to talk about innovative ways to do that versus perhaps a more extreme approach on the other side. T-Bear.
Yeah, I'm not going to say nothing.
Isn't TikTok like owned by the Chinese?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I can't. It's like, I mean, can you imagine like, oh, this is how they're recruiting now. I mean, watching this guy, it's like
ASMR.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no, it's, hey, you're right. It's, you got to speak the language, right? So that's what he's doing. That's awesome. And if it works, that's awesome. If it gets, you know, accurate information across and like, you know, young people can join and serve, I'm all for it. Doesn't mean I still won't make fun of it because I'm old.
Yeah. I mean, some of it is cringy. His stuff I've watched, you know, the thing that Doug was going to show it. It's a mimic, you know, it's a trend. Everybody's trending. We're going to do the trending thing, whatever. I think there's not much creativity in trending stuff, to be honest with you. But I do think that if you can message correctly and show people the good side of serving your country for the right reasons, getting the right people in place, go where they are. If you can go where they are and you can find them and you can get them to serve, because T-Bear, I don't want to be 60 and I'm under communist regime because we had nobody to stand up and hold a rifle.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely. And you know, what you said is 100% true. And it took me a long time to get over that. And that it's just, and it takes a lot of people. It's a new generation. You got to deal with them different. And as much as you think, you know, this is the way it's got to be, this is the way I've always done it, you got to change, you got to adapt. And you know, in our eyes, it's probably saying our military is a little weaker. Maybe it is. You know, we're weaker than the dudes in World War II. I mean, that was some badasses there. And
valid.
You know,
True.
We got the job done, and these folks will get the job done. You have to recruit them. And I tell you what's getting hard is, you know, everybody's putting their kid on anti-anxiety medicine and ADHD medicine and getting them diagnosed with this. Is like there's a very small part of our population that's even fit for military duty right now.
Yep, I agree.
You got now the TikTok thing. Now I do want to say something about that. Is I read a little article about what the Chinese TikTok version in their country is like, and it's all STEM oriented, and you know, showing the kids experiments and stuff. And if you poll the Chinese, you know, what does every kid want to grow up to be? And it's an astronaut, and in the or whatever the Chinese call them. And but in the U.S., everybody wants to grow up to be a social media influencer.
Yeah. And to that point too, with the quality of content, these 15 to 30 second clips feed into the ADHD. It feeds into that short attention span. I can't watch long form videos because I have to have the fix, the dopamine hit over and over and over through these things. And it's addictive. I mean, I'll watch Instagram reels, which aren't any better. You know, you sit there and you're like, holy crap, I just wasted 20 minutes watching these videos, and hardly any of them are worth anything. Like, you're not learning anything, you're not growing anything. So I do agree, but in this case, when it comes to social media, you have to be able to adapt, and you can't say this is the way we've always done it, because if you do that, then you have recruiting issues. And that's it. I think we just need to be innovative.